things off here. Viper wall being thrown at A as a declaration of intent. We can see AKREW looking to follow that up. So they're also putting some mid pressure out there.
Quick move forward for the defense of TSM. Wall goes up. Oh, Kenpecky's seen Corey up top, so he's going to have to fall for pipes. Shots do come through, at least for a little bit of damage, but force the rendezvous to go back. Tom, meanwhile, through mid-map, has secured a kill into Sobroza, and that's going to lead to an opportunity to move over towards B.
Yeah, that was huge. They come up middle with a lot of forces and get the kills. It's now on Rossi on spot to try to slow things down, and boy, does he into the let-go through the wall there. Catches Guck out in the open. That is big for TSM.
After that first blood, you thought that AKREW was just going to be able to run straight into B.
Sure.
But yeah, great hold from Rossi. Great help from Aleko. Now all of a sudden, the shoe's on the opposite foot as TSM hold the numbers and the high ground around B without too much contest. Pancakes down low. Seen, but Ori cannot capitalize on the elimination. Rossi now through mid-map. Wardell trying to watch over the top. Also gets eliminated. 2v4 now made a 2v2. 30 seconds on the clock.
30 seconds left.
This wall has been used so much more than any other game of Icebox I've ever seen in my life. How many kills have gone through that? Like four or five? Unreal. Like, you almost never see that many kills come through that same spike. You can see all the X's right there. It's going to come down to a 1v1 here. Kenpecky gets the spike over to A. He will certainly get the plant as Rossi has just hedged his bets on defending B. And so now he's going to have to try to retake basically with nothing, right? He's got no abilities left. It's going to be all down the pistol work. He does have the health advantage. Kenpecky has his rendezvous to play with. Let's see how it pans out. He is certainly at the health disadvantage.
And there is a defensive wall to allow Rossi a chance to isolate at least part of this spike site before got to focus on where Kenpecky actually is, which is on the bottom side. Spam shots come through. Screen goes down. Kenpecky sneaking around the back. Nothing on the spike as of yet. Rendezvous denied. Doesn't.
Yeah, good positioning, and then AKREW just picked their way apart into another.
Oh! Wow. Okay, Neon. Okay, Neon. We saw him do stuff like this before with the Marshall in the tournament already. Doing more of it here. Toxic screen, barrier orb, and Gucci will plant.
That is an uppercut right to the gut. Neon here. He's not done yet, maybe. He's got the Marshall still trained. If he would have hit that, bro. If he would have hit that. He might still hit it.
Wardell. Okay.
Nice.
Headhunter does its job. Marshall now collected by Gucci.
Guck's turn.
4v3. And, well, the defense still has to make its way around this barrier orb. Recon Bolt tries to come out, but Aleko punished for the punish, or putting for the jump over the top. Corey up top able to respond to one, but there's not a lot of time. Still a lot of work that has to be done for TSM. 2v2. Clock maybe still the biggest opponent. It's all down to the areas of comp. And not enough time for that's in the mix, but a lot of full armor still to play with. On the opposite side, just due to the TSM economy being hurt by the last results of the first two rounds, there are still some utility that's not going to be fully invested into. And you've got Sobroza on light armor, so pretty even round here.
Guck gonna pick up the orb. Couple away from Rez now. Through testing the waters at B yet again. They do have Calm still kind of lurking it out over on A side. Trying to keep a little bit of presence there, but his wall is down. They're using that to push forward on the B site. Sobroza now playing bottom container to try to defend. Has a spam lined up. They'll disrupt this plant. And again, this wall coming in to effect, and AKREW with 3 in the blink of an eye. Oh, poor Pancakes just got stuck on the other side of the wall. It doesn't matter, though, does it? It's okay. It's okay.
It's a little parkour to get over the top.
Yes.
That was funny.
Like,
well, Corey and Wardell, I don't think they go for this. I mean, 2v5.
No.
Point of contact possibly over towards A. Com's in a sneaky position, top pipes. Depends on the timing of this peak. Wardell right underneath, and that's not going to be good news. Just Corey left. He's kind of stuck at the moment, to be honest. And yeah, it's
8. They're now on Split. That is being streamed at Observer feed. No casting, but if you do want to watch that, it's going to be on one of the Nerd Street Twitch channels. I believe it's just twitch.tv/Nerd Street if you want to keep up with that.
This pressure deep from Aleko and Wardell may actually allow Corey to get forward and stay forward. Good kill. Back out with the dismiss. There's also information the spike is going over towards this direction. Trailblazer to clear out mid, and defensively over towards B. The Viper battle is mostly just a cross-section of toxic screens, and that's actually stalling any offense from even seeing what's over through green.
Yeah, it's just kind of the classic icebox dueling Viper walls, isn't it? Also a snake bite shot underneath there to slow a crew down, but now as it fades, Neon leads the charge. Rossi was spotted. Now backing off safely. Pancake sending the drone forward to try to just clear out some of these close corners, make sure they get free access to yellow. And Neon will dash across to claim that space. Looking to try to find that entry. They need something. They are still a man behind in this, and now it gets even worse. Corey teeing off. That's 2 kills now with the Sheriff. He has been brilliant on the pistol.
And he gets the heal. Tour was earned by Wardell. He's pulled that out to play. So 3v5, winnable, thrifty, possibly on the table for TSM. Shot comes through. Wardell connects on the comm. But the spike is committed. They're already in. Sabrosa across.
Still fully by here. Looks like they want to go straight to B right away.
Neon up top, spamming the boxes to make sure nobody's playing forward. This time, Rossi, same wall, different position, wants to play this a little bit closer to home. Not a lot of help here, as the defense for TSM is still kind of scouting things out towards A, and they're pushing through it. So
yes,
if this is a retake situation, a lot of it you have to feel like is coming from the flank, and look at the utility from AKREW to try to keep this flank safe.
Yeah, they want to make sure that they're not going to get backstabbed here. They probably know that TSM has likely pushed a lot of ground, and so they're kind of stuck at this yellow position. They need to make it work, right? They're going to start sending some utility forward here with Pancakes to try to start clearing out some space, try to get some kills. They just need a couple of good initial trades to get that spike down, get that that Sage wall reinforced to get that spike down. Indeed, they will. Viper's Pit also dropped now as a post-plant tool, but again, it's going to come down to what can Corey do on this flank, and can they get through this Viper's Pit?
Yeah. TSM's defense stacking up front. Early sneak, but does not get around the barrier orb. That's actually not good news. And then Aleko, Shock Dart will punish. Resurrection coming out. Hunter's Fury coming through to respond. Aleko, can he connect with anything? No. Neon trying to push forward, goes 1 for 1, and then Kenpeki to follow up from the tight corner. Means that the kills are all turning up in favor of the offense, leaving Aleko by himself.
Marshall, new angle here for the operator of Wardell. Trying to catch Neon up top, but this time Neon has different plans.
Sabrosa. What a time to get a double, but still just playing with corners. Sabrosa 2 tagged up, could not collect the third. Still an impressive defensive moment from him.
Sure.
And Rossi as well, just kind of making sure the B side stays safe. That is full control. The spike is down mid-map. Got Corey playing forward. Easy kill into Kenpeki, and now it's just down to Pancakes, and I believe they know he's up top here inside a kitchen.
Yeah, he's trying to slip around a little bit here, see if he can't make something happen. Aldron will come into clear kitchen position, decides to go tube instead. So by process of elimination, they're eventually going to find him out. Pancake's trying to hide away from the drone. He does do so, but they know that he could be on that side because they didn't check it. And they also know that Spike is still down. So they still have him pretty well boxed in. I don't really see Pancakes breaking free here. Maybe he gets a kill on somebody, but a win would be out of the question, you feel.
I have this
Trying to stay silent while he drops down.
30 seconds left.
And for now, still has stayed concealed, even through Ross.
Kills, rather.
Yeah. Look at this offensive setup. Double trademarks mid-map. Gives you the idea that AKREW wants to try to get aggressive towards A early. Tour's going to get pulled out for Kenpeki. Traditional sniper rifle for Wardell may need to be called upon. Corey up top, still good from this position to trade off the first kill from the Hunter's Fury, but Kenpeki tracks down Sabrosa, then another onto Corey. Seeker is denied. Wardell in the sight, but revealed. And Wardell is in a lot of trouble.
Yes.
Rossi's nearby, though. Can help watch the cross. He was able to get the plant off, but now the focus for AKREW is just to make sure that Rossi doesn't actually come into sight.
Yeah, Kenpeki has this screens cross, though. It's going to be so tough. Wardell's breaking the Sova wall, or excuse me, the Sage wall, but it ducks right here, and an instant headshot on the Wardell, and Rossi's just stuck at screens with Kenpeki still watching that cross.
Okay, Corey gets the first. Let him just pop off and hold down this front line, but never gets a chance to actually find anything with the Empress. So now, Kenpeki actually will be holding on to the operator coming into this round. Pancakes, they've used this Aldrin a couple of times. Trailblazer mid-map. May actually result in a 1v1. And yeah, Neon seems to have seen this. Sabrosa tagged up. That's going to be the first point of contact, and everything gets pushed back, but Wardell still holding aggressively. Gets Kenpeki as Pancakes picks up the scope.
He's not done yet. He's pressing forward for more here. We see the bait attempt there from Neon, but it's not going to work. Wardell ready for that peek from Pancakes. That's a huge, and he's still holding down Long Beach. He's still looking for more. Neon able to grab the operator and get out of there. But, I mean, the damage has been done. They're in a 3 versus 5, and while they still have spike possession in some time, they need to somehow beat Corey down at A to try to get some space and numbers back. But Corey has a great angle, but Neon hits him with the operator, and there now is a way back in for AKREW here, Ship. They still have a lot to do, but it's getting easier as each moment passes and each inch of space is taken.
TSM obviously very aware that this is where the hit's going to be coming from. They've fully rotated over. Barrier orb comes up. Spike trying to get planted. Wardell just staring at the barrier orb. Nice shock dart comes through. That's going to tally some damage. The second one lands right on the left heel of Gook. That'll be good for the elimination. But now, 2v4. Neon spammed. Just down to Calm. TSM are all over this site. But Calm does have the spike to play off of up top.
It's very near a res. It's like AKREW are once again looking to send it A. Orb, though, going to get captured by a let go. One away. Actually, no. Now he has a Hunter's Fury.
Yep. Yeah, that full play was a setup to allow a let go to get the Hunter's Fury, but it doesn't matter. Neon still challenges. The Spectre's good for the first elimination. Takes the Hunter's Fury immediately out of the question. And even with this, AKREW hot and heavily moving forward. One more player on site is Corey. The flash comes out, doesn't make a difference. Sabrosa's still looking to challenge the post plant, though. And very quickly, he's in a position maybe to find more. But Kampeki is able to find the trade, leaving us a 3v2. Offense still with the numbers, and Neon still, more importantly, on site. Wardell, it's just an operator and a headhunter. 7 shots to play with. There's 3 of them. Now a 1v1. Snakebite over the top. That's good information for Wardell. Knows that Calm is playing deep, and is going to still trust that the operator will be used. Spam shot comes through just to check to see if he's topside rope. Not the case. Wardell looking to hold, and
in that jet role, similar to like a cryo cells on Xset, where they're trying to establish themselves as that next class of jet player, and he had a big round there with the Spectre.
Wardell trying to find a timing off this peak with the tour popped as the Aldrone came through. Opposite side is this counterpart of Kampeki, who's got the operator. Neither will find one another. Defensive Viper's Pit trying to stuff out anything towards A, and once again, it's Sabrosa kind of lurking mid-map with an Aldrone potentially to scout out Calm, and yep, that's enough for Calm to say, I'm not interested in this battle mid.
Yeah, he is going to get the heck out of there. Trailblazer now sent through, though, by Sabrosa to clear out under 2, make sure that there is no mid-push. Looks like it's going to be all B.
Maybe not. Hard to say. Do you have any tools to possibly clear through this Poison Cloud to recontest mid? We've got Corey watching underneath tunnel, and mid-map specifically is Sabrosa, who needs to keep this turn through mid kind of held responsibly. Spike is now making its way over towards A. And the question is, what do you use to clear out this Viper's Pit? Because Rossi
or you just go over it. Everyone's going over it. Because you realize that maybe, just maybe, they're solo holding it with this Viper. They're trusting in him with the pit to just solo hold. And he's still alive, but they're clearing off the rotation. Good dash from Neon to avoid there. As Calm and company are starting to make their way in. Rossi's trying to hold on for dear life to keep this pit up, but AKREW is playing around it and whittling down the defense.
Yeah, Rossi can't do anything here. Has not even really peaked outside of the one instance where he's trying to stay alive largely. Wardell, how do you re-enter this with a tour? Apparently with that one kill, Aleko able to help out from above. Now down to Calm. 2 snake bites still to play off of. First one comes through, second one immediately afterwards. Rossi still sticking for the defuse though, as...
And yet again, we see Neon relying on a shorty and an ult, but does the ult land? Yes, it does. Aleko gone. Huge entry from Neon.
Another round with the Hunter's Fury is not going to be a part of the equation. Not to mention the lack of utility to try to stall this hit. But now Corey, still up top in a different position, just misses. Really good read on what's exactly coming forward. But can you actually find eliminations? Wardell says, sure, why not? Operator connects on Noguchi. That's going to be enough for the spike to drop. It does get immediately collected, but that has completely stopped AKREW's hit.
Yeah, but they can back off now. They can bring this spike back to B. They have plenty of time to do so. At least 1 or 2 defenders from TSM will have to stay here to respect that there could be an A follow-up hit, especially now that Kampeki's going to stay behind and maybe try to keep putting pressure. They maybe even try to backstab. They're going to send the other 2 with spike to B, which is still empty. Now, With that said, Rossi is making his way back that direction, but he's not going to be there to really contest the plants. They're going to have to play for retake, and they're going to have to constantly worry about Kenpeki maybe coming in behind. So this is going to get very tricky very quickly. As I say that, double fake now on the card. Spike coming back. Kenpeki taking full space on A. If he can get this entry onto Corey. Corey playing under. He's hiding behind the wall. He was not spotted. What is happening here? Corey could just blow this thing up. He hasn't been cleared. It doesn't matter. Corey could just end this by stopping the spike plant. This doesn't matter either. It's time.
5 seconds. Corey around the corner. Wardell up top. There's the kill on the spike carrier. TSM hold on nicely. And I don't know how much of this, small moment, but Pancakes throws out a recon bolt by B that doesn't get past the defensive toxic screen. And I don't know if that was just to sit there and say, hey, we're throwing a dart because we're going this direction. It really wasn't one that needed to find value, but there is a lot of information missing for AKREW in those last moments.
I think the biggest issue here is that you don't clear Corey. He's basically the insurance posse now. Like, even with Kenpeki going screens and getting his kill, they can never get that spike planted because Corey's always going to be there to shut it down. Then to make matters worse, Wardell even comes out up top with the operator. So, good round from TSM. They're looking to tie this thing up.
Let's play.
Neon updraft dash. Aldrin comes through. Wardell still holds his position. Kenpeki trying to get resurrected after the tour had come through as he lost the opening duel. Hunter's Fury is now going to duel one another. And Aleko just damage onto Pancakes, cannot confirm. Sabrosa also getting aggressive through mid. Seekers will allow him a chance to kind of at least deter some of this accrued aggression. But for now, that's all it is. It's just an exchange of a lot of utility as TSM now
wins that battle. TSM, in my opinion, wins the utility battle. They stop the B push. There's no spike plant yet, and Sabrosa gets basically a paved way up middle. Maybe he's a bit vulnerable if he loses a battle, but he's got this space, and I'm kind of surprised Corey's not rotating it with Sabrosa having this space. He's going to send Trailblazer through. It's confirmed it's going to be the hit. Wall goes down. Corey now makes the move. The spike will plant, and it's going to be that 5-on-5 retake.
What a shock dart from Pancakes. It just chewed through a couple of different TSM members. But Sabrosa still with the regrowth, able to bring them back largely to full HP. Now it's on to the retake. Spike planted. Recon bolt denied. Spamming through the Viper's Pit. No connections as of yet. Gucci's still holding close. Pancakes on the long flank. Sees information that's going to be at least communicated in some form. Tapping away at the Spectre. Wardell able to stay alive through this as Kenpeki falls. Now Sabrosa trying to clear the Viper's Pit. Wardell still more, but it's really on to Sabrosa. Can he find multiple kills inside the Viper's Pit? The answer, no. And now just Corey. Gucci trying to delay as much time as humanly possible. Corey with the kill.
Their defensive side has normally been very strong, like 8 rounds or better. So it's going to be a big test for TSM with AKREW averaging that many defensive rounds in this box.
Early utility coming forward over towards A for TSM. Even Corey trying to poke and prod to see maybe if you can find an isolated 1v1, and instead it's just about grabbing the orb and then backing away as the spike is already rotated to B. Late wall gets thrown up from Rossi. That will allow a chance to safely plant behind cover of the toxic screen, and now it's on to AKREW to try to retake.
And again, AKREW's been so strong defensively. There's only been one team to stop them from getting less than 8 rounds on the defense. That was Cloud9 Academy back in December. But every other game, they have been super strong in these situations and already off to a good start on this retake with the opening kill.
And that puts pressure to have TSM stay honest towards middle, though Corey is re-clearing this quickly, and then he finds the angle bottom side tube. Oh, Corey, how good is that? Still more to fight off, though. Calm, down low. This is a 2v3. Corey hit, made vulnerable, and then dealt with. Neon, backside of yellow, clearing extra space through. Now just one more to deal with. It's Rossi trying to get off the decay, and
very tight game.
Pistols with a couple of shorties, actually a handful of shorties here for AKREW. You can see how some of that setup is coming out as both Kenpeki and Com are going to hold tight. Really just off of Kenpeki's information. Maybe allowing Com to get 1-for-1 on this trade if it does come over towards A. Trailblazer to clear out middle. TSM now will scout out just one. Question will be, can Com at least trade out their life for a kill of their own?
Yeah, gonna be tough here. A lot of shorties in play for AKREW. A lot of banana peels are out on the racetrack. The TSM run them over. Can they bypass? Sabrosa certainly seems to be the ticket to get them past all of this nonsense here from Kitchen. He's getting a kill, but now he's getting a run down a little bit. Starting to feel a little bit of heat. Trying to back off. Good flash to escape through under tube. or through the tube, is going to get down. But in the meantime, TSM sweeping through into A site, and they get the entries they need.
Yeah. It's not as clean as you might expect, but you also don't necessarily expect perfection when there are shorties on the table. So the spike gets planted. Neon and Calm got the weapons you need to try to re-clear from these positions. But Calm does still have a pistol. Neon holding a corner. Actually, may catch Sabrosa here.
Yes.
Just depends on if Sabrosa checks. Seems to. Doesn't matter. Spectre now collected. And the post plant will just back away knowing that, okay, we can just play at distance. Now, not enough time here.
Keep some TSM near, though. Give him a chance to get some.
So, that's everything.
The big stick, huh?
It is. I had to find
it
a
is a
way to
rather
come back up with
large
the big
stick kind of shaped object. At least the barrel is.
Flash from Saproba. Oh,
doesn't matter.
Just over the
missed,
head of
didn't matter.
Kempeki. Yeah. So first blood tallied. TSM now with some room to work with front side of A. Defensively, Neon is going to be here, and actually Crew are rotating in to try to help out as they are going to guess this stack, and TSM have not fully committed yet.
No, they haven't. They're staying as a big bunch. Now starting to clear out a little bit over towards middle. We do see Calm kind of trying to keep an eye of under tube. But still very much playing towards the site. And we're seeing a big A clear from AKREW, but Rossi's been left behind and could catch this and wreak some havoc. Depends on timing. Did they see Rossi? They're walking towards him with one. Yes, that's going to be Pancakes taking Rossi down. It's going to give them an equal footing at Mancal. And then Wardell gets caught. And that's a huge one. They have to reclaim that spike, but Aleko does get it, and he gets the op kill. Gets it back to a 3-on-3, and they could still plant the spike B, but Rossi, or Calm, excuse me, could still disrupt.
Only one Seeker moving forward. TSM should know that this is a free take largely. Lear comes out, and they're going to try to maybe wrap to play this post plant. Backside B. Time is definitely an issue. Aleko able to hold, but the problem is you lose a couple of members. Now it's on to Corey. Empress pop for the 1v2. Neon floating up top. This has been heard. Plus the fall down. Question is timing on this peek from around the back. Neon toggles for the defuse. Cloudburst here. Corey sees the information, gets the first, spamming through the box. Good damage, but then the next shot dismissing away. Not a lot of ammunition, just 2 shots to play with. Now 3 HE. Pancakes finding so much value. But the recon bolt doesn't connect. Time is still being a problem. Has Corey done enough?
Between shots is a little bit more forgiving. No, the Bulldog burst fire is a much more powerful with the accuracy, so you can still get a lot of value out of those weapons in rounds like this. So this is a good way to kind of feature those weapons.
Trying to delete the Aldrone. Neon with the blades up top will stay concealed for now. Defensive toxic screen, diagonally moving across. And oh my goodness, the shots from Neon! Exquisite! Now back up top, he wants more!
Oh my.
Give it to him. That's the spike down, plus 3 TSM members.
Oh boy. Neon has absolutely teed off here. Can he do more? Won't get the ace, as Guck has already ensured that won't happen. But they're trying to clear the way onto a site. Looks like they want to focus here at B, but this is more of the eco, so maybe holding on to that Hunter's Fury, actually, just trying to find out what they can do with these sheriffs. As Aleko clears all the way out to yellow, so they're going to get them some space and an orb.
Slow orb will actually be placed to make sure nobody can cross for free. As those toxic screens, again, just continue to cross-section out the B zone. Defense for TSM still largely okay. You've got a rendezvous position here for Wardell, or pardon me, for Kempeki that could be used to move quickly back and forth between A or mid, although Kempeki now is actually sitting mid-tube. He's going to reposition based on how he wants to hit this.
He's going to give him a chance to teleport as soon as he gets to kill to safety, so he can like peek, maybe get a kill and get out of there. Actually, just try to hang around for a double spray down. Only gets 1. Free weapon now. See Neon trying to come back and get this one back in his team's favor, but not able to find anything with that tube spam. So kind of a good moment for TSM, really. They get a Vandal, they get into a 4-on-4. They have a little bit of space over towards B. Wardell's still watching for the A push. So this is still up for contest, honestly.
30 seconds.
Sabrosa's stuck here, though, with that wall.
True.
But Neon doesn't actually hold the angle, so the flash frees him, and now the problem is the time. 22 seconds,
Yeah,
and you don't know anymore what's over towards B. Considering
Defensive
that took
split, though.
Yeah.
They have a temporary 4-on-2 on this B side that could lead them to a plant, even with low time.
Big bite. Ah, great catch from our ops team. 7 seconds. Kill from Guck. No problems here. Guardian spam through the top of the poison cloud. No more time to plant. Has to be kills, and there's just not enough time for Wardell to do that.
Like the cream of the crop teams that they're facing in this bracket of the region. But they have looked very impressive.
Oh, this is a big moment, though, for TSM. The Viper's pick get called early, but caught out by the Aldrin was calm. Immediately triggers the Hunter's Fury. And that's a Viper's Pit immediately taken off the table. Neon also having to give up the angles. The Trailblazer forced him back. Brings Sabrosa forward. And defensively for AKREW, it's 2 players outside the site and then 2 more mid-map, which is a good isolation for Rossi. That does at least make there's some consideration for TSM that a flank could be coming in, but that is not the case. It's going to be a 4-man hit for AKREW from the front.
Yeah, they're all retaken from the same angle here, trying to clear out some of this utility with shock darts, trying to get some space up. Rosa's been spotted up there, but did he? Okay, they're waiting it out. Now they get the free kill on the Sub-Rosa.
Watch the late flank from Aleko, trying to come through, but it may need to come sooner rather than later. What a shot from Neon! Aleko, position now revealed. Finds one elimination. Recon bolt down. Kampeki trying to get to halfway. Second kill from Aleko. Still holding for the defuse. Can Aleko get there in time?
We are going to see the Tour de 4 oust for Kampeki. Aleko actually gets the op instead, so double sniper.
Yeah, double
before
snipes.
pulling out the Tour de Force. Yeah, not bad. Double sniper, though, on attack can sometimes be tough. I mean, there's a lot of long sight lines on this map, so yes, it can be beneficial initially, but it can also pigeonhole you later.
Yeah. Kampeki's also got one of his own. Did Guck see the forward player of Sabrosa? Flash comes through. Guck shakes off the majority of it. Aldron also on the backside. They know where Rossi is, but it's really about what can Sabrosa do. And the first 2 kills come through cleanly. One inside mid, the other over towards the middle. But how about Pancakes? Hunter's Fury able to counter one immediately. That slows things down.
It does, but there's still a man up here on TSM. But will it last? Kampeki with the Tour de Force able to catch Wardell, gets it back to equal footing at 3 apiece. There is still a sniper out there, though, on Aleko to try to clear away onto A. He's also carrying the spike, and they're seemingly committed to A right now. There's 2 defenders in. No rotation just yet from Com, but he's in a spot to be able to quickly get over there if need be. But now TSM look to double back here over towards B side. Again, has been left behind. He's got a couple snake bites to stall out the plant and buy time for rotation. And honestly, with the clock this low, he could really screw them with the snake bites.
Absolutely could. And look at the defensive rotation. They've got Pancakes pushing through. They know it's not coming over. There's the first snake bite. Corey taking a lot of damage, has to back up. Oh, but Kampeki puts down the scope for just a moment. 8 seconds. Spike still not being planted as of yet. Corey has to stick this. A little bit of chip damage, but the spike gets planted. Good help coming through, but unfortunately, friendly fire off of the initial shock dart through. Pancakes on the flank. 1v1 with his counterpart of Aleko. It's an operator for Aleko, and he
down to the bottom of the barrel on credits.
Must win.
Does seem that way.
Oh, absolutely. Light armors and a Spectre still in the mix. So how much are you looking at Wardell to find an opening pick here with the scope? How about
Look how much space Neon gets.
Oh my goodness. And all that's from Pancakes in the early information, but immediately countered.
Trying to stay alive. Does actually get away. That's big. Kampeki now holding a forward angle. Do they expect a second operator in play?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know he had Tour de Force, but now you don't know. Meanwhile, Corey gets a lot of space here on A. There's a lot of weird things going on here all across the map, and you feel one of them is going to be the difference maker, but which one's going to pay off? Look at Corey. He's got so much room. Oh,
catches a toe of Sabrosa.
Look, still, what? I mean, do they know Corey's this deep?
There's no way. No one's really been defensively inside A at all, so I mean, you could possibly expect that. And then with the push, you kind of know that, okay, now they know. Corey's forward, all right.
I mean,
so everything will start to normalize.
They were playing safe enough to where it didn't matter so much, but I mean, it's still sight control for a spike plant. But, oh, look at this from Pancakes. What a maneuver.
Smoothly gets in. Guiding light will affect him. Tries to back away. Rossi will not allow it to happen. Recon bolt does not get out. 20 seconds to the clock. Spike now making its way forward. Wardell trying to hold the corner. All the Viper utility now blossoming again. Com around the corner. Spike gets planted down low. Kill comes out. Then up top, Com for the double. Kampeki also in the mix. Just up to Sabrosa and nowhere for him to go. The headhunter.
For the main event. Can they put the finishing touches on it? Neon tries to be aggressive. Stays.
Full.
Wow, he stays. That's so bold.
Keep in mind, you've got no armor for Aleko or Wardell here. There are full rifles, but utility is minimal. Armor is low.
I like this from
Difficult
Corey. He
situation.
didn't hear Neon dash, so he knows that Neon could still be there. So he's kind of watching for it, but Neon isn't committing all the way. He's just holding the space. He's being joined by Kanpeki. They're just making sure that A is locked down for now. It's going to take a fight to get it. They're playing retake B, but they also have a good focus at middle. So this is interesting from AKREW. They have some good positioning here.
Spike drop.
A little bit of an exchange of who carries the spike in.
Scanning
Seekers
ahead.
are ready for Sabrosa. Snakebite pushes off the initial plant attempt. Aleko still trying to hold ground. Hunter's Fury available for him. How big could that possibly be as he backs up towards yellow, and so has TSM. They're still stuck inside of green here, Dust.
Yeah. A lot of space has been taken. This mid push could be huge from Pancakes, depending on how it plays out. Kanpeki spots the cross. Wall goes down. Spike now coming in. Seekers leads the way as well. But Calm gets first blood.
However, Sabrosa gets through. Makes a mess of the backside of the defense. Neon across the middle of the map. Finds Rossi that keeps the flank safe. The spike still has not been planted as of yet. Will successfully go down by Sabrosa. Corey still with the Empress popped. TSM's last chance. 3v2. Resurrection available.
Yes.
Pancakes will come back. Hunter's Fury now through. It connects for the first. Aleko, can you find more than that? Holds on to the third dart to try to hold off as much as possible with the clock. Corey, big elimination. Now it's just down to the barrier orb and the play from Pancakes, who gets...
No ults in play for TSM for the next couple of rounds, probably.
Neon knives come out in the opening moments. Wardell, sniper in hand. Big pick versus Kanpeki. Sage will get away, but the first blood tallied. And the defense has not a lot of room to work with here.
No, it's up to Guk here. He's trying to actually re-aggress long. This is a very risky play. Trailblazer stuns him. He cannot get away. Sabrosa, huge play there to get them now a 5-on-3. And with credits this low, does AKREW even really want to test the waters on this retake?
You get the feel that they kind of have to with Neon popping the ult, though.
Yeah, I guess. I think it'll be situational. If they can get a couple of kills and it looks like there's a chance, they might continue to go for it. But if they lose someone early and it goes to 2-on-5, you kind of have to save a couple of these weapons, I feel like, with the credits as low as they are.
Fair.
And they do have a couple of rounds of cushion. So, I mean, you could send it, but...
Neon over the top. Oh my goodness,
Big.
that's the spike carrier down. Hunter's Fury is still available if Pancakes wants to use it. Calm now rotating over. And then the spam shots for Pancakes! 3v5 now, 3v3. Neon's forward. Time ticking away, and you still have potential for AKREW to rotate and keep the mid safe. They track back for a second, but the focus has to still stay on to B.
They still have the
Snakebite to
Hunter's Fury.
delay. Neon through. Hunter's Fury trying to create space for him. Not going to happen. Corey for the double. Just on to Pancakes for a 1v2. Time becoming a problem. Pancakes, has he done enough? It's a 1v1 with Corey. Pancakes with the shoulder for the win! Pancakes!